afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hopkinton High School athletic fields. We are here at the turf field for Hopkinton Hillers and the Bellingham Blackhawks girls varsity lacrosse on HCAM, and we are underway. Hillers in the white, Bellingham in their road black jerseys. Tom Nappy on the call, Joe Frackleton on camera, and we have a score by the Hillers right off the bat. What a beauty. Lily Tarigny, the junior, makes it 1-0. Great start for the Hillers. Doesn't get much better than that. 13 seconds in and a score. The Hillers, they have certainly been improving as the season has gone on. A relatively young team. And they picked up a good win on the road against Dedham just this past week. It was their first win of the season. And now they are putting some pressure on once again out in front. And the shot by Jamie Arena is diverted. Hillers maintain possession. 2 25-minute halves in girls varsity lacrosse. Arena trying to rush in. Approaching, shot, there's a score. The Hillers striking fast and ferociously. That score comes a minute and 1 second into action. Perhaps the Hillers are in the midst of getting a nice little streak going. Bellingham now trying to approach. And a pass over by Sarah Kidd. Hillers get it back, taken by Michaela Scanovan. Arena with it. Now flung over to the near side. That is Emma Dacey. And out in front, a nice assist by Dacey and a nice score by Emily Hayward. And just like that, it's 3-0 Hillers. Well, this keeps up. It's going to be a long afternoon for Bellingham. But certainly some great momentum at the start for the Hillers. That score just a minute and 35 seconds into action. Picked up by Saneed Herr. We'll take you through the TVL standings in just a moment. Let you know where everybody sits, as believe it or not, we are already at the mid-season point. The spring season just flying by. The Hillers are 1-7 overall. Bellingham 1-9. Both teams relatively young. The Hillers, they lost a lot of seniors after last year. As Arena gets it over to her. Out in front, and Arena pops it in. Or correction, that was Hayward. Another good score by the Hillers. At 22:44 left to make it 4-0. So Hopkinton 1-7 on the season, on their way to perhaps going 2-7 if this keeps up. Bellingham 1-9. As for the rest of the TVL large, Westwood undefeated at 9-0. They're just a very good team this year. Ashland 5-5. Medfield 6-1, having a good year. Norwood 4-3. Holliston is 6-2, having a great season. TVL small, Norton 4-4. Dover Sherborne 5-2. Medway 2-6. Dedham 2-5. Bellingham 1-9. Along the far side, it's taken by the Hillers. Pass up there by her. Here goes Arena. Arena with it along the far side. Scoots it out to Hayward. And now the centering pass to Scanovan. Over to Bouvier. Some good passing by the Hillers out in front. And there's a score. Emma Dacey. 21:49 left to go. Already a 5-0 Hopkinton lead. And the Hillers feeling it this afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-50s, cloudy skies. The sun may pop out from time to time, but a pleasant afternoon for some girls lacrosse. Hillers trying to rush back into Bellingham territory. Along the near side, that is Dacey. Out in front, and another score. Rachel Bouvier gets the distribution from Dacey. That makes it 6-0 at 21:26 left to go. Well, looking at this Bellingham roster, they actually don't even have a senior on the roster. Very young team. And they have just, looks like 3 juniors. Oh, no, there is a couple seniors. But one of them is inactive today. So they have 1 senior essentially available and 3 juniors. So a very young team. Hillers in a similar situation. Hillers have 3 seniors on the roster. Jessie Iannelli, Elizabeth Liu, and Katie McDonald. Behind the net, Arena feeds it out to Dacey. Out to Bouvier. Pass over by Hayward. Sunid her. Bouvier. There's her. Far side, Hayward. Now to Scanovan. Hayward. Out in front. And popped in. Sunid her. The junior. That comes at 20:14 left in the first half to make it a 7-0 Hillers lead. Well, you're getting a good amount of scoring. And the Hillers are switching up the talent out there on the field. They pretty much subbed out the whole roster. Marissa Smith in net for the Hillers. And I think everybody's going to get a good taste of this one. You'll get some of the younger players in there. There might even be some JV call-ups we see. Hillers leading 7-0, just under 20 minutes left to go in the first half. Nina Brooks along the near side. Feeds it out. The Hillers are doing a great job at spreading out these defenders and getting in front of the net. Hillers will keep possession as Tarigny gets to the back line. Along the near side, Brooks picks it up. To Tarigny. Out in front. Ooh, it's deflected and taken by Bellingham. Nice job by Sophia Jandro getting in there. So the Hillers had a 14-2 win at Dedham last Thursday for their first win of the season. And they had a few very close games before that. On Wednesday, it was a 13-10 loss against a very good Dover Sherborne team. But the Hillers went back and forth on Wednesday in that game with Dover Sherborne. That was a game we unfortunately couldn't bring you live, but we do have the taping of it, and we'll be posting it to our YouTube page and airing on our HCAM Ed channel. And a couple weeks ago, they played Ashland, and that was a close game, a 14-11 final in that one. As Lauren Canty was trying to scoot it out, taken back by Bellingham. Ari Elster with it, and now it's dropped. Picked up by Bella Silva. A battle for it. A couple of hits there by Arusi. And now here comes Bellingham. Actually, we have an unlisted 22 on the roster. Or on the field, I should say. She's tripped up. Hillers get it back. Taken by Terigny. These officials letting them play out there. They're not blowing the whistle too much. A little bit of checking going on and a little bit of contact, but they're letting them play, which is something we like to see. Because there certainly is a difference of officiating at times. You get those officials that if there's even remotely close contact, they'll stop play and reset. But some of the officials certainly let them play it out. 17 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Hillers leading 7-0. Jamie Arena with it. Out to Laura Mosier. Now to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it back out to Mosier. Now along the far side, Brooks with the pass up. Sent down by Terigny. Out in front, Terigny. Over to Brooks. Hillers trying to set up shop out front. Jamie Arena with another beauty of a goal. And that's her second of the game already. That makes it 8-0. Comes at 16:49 left here in the first half. The Hillers came ready to play today, that's for sure. And the Hillers going to knock it into Bellingham territory. Nice job by Brooks getting the stick in there. Battle for it now. We'll get a little tie-up between Laura Mosier and Ari Elster. Hillers also have a track and field meet today against Westwood. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring that to you due to our commitment to providing town meeting coverage. But we are certainly happy to bring you some Hiller girls lacrosse as Kateri Descharmy trying to close in for Bellingham. And on Friday, we are hoping to have all three games that will be happening here at Hopkinton High School. Girls lacrosse, baseball, and softball. Baseball and softball will be taking on Norton in a couple big meetings. And girls lacrosse also in action, so we're certainly hoping to bring you all three. All the games are going to be starting at 4 p.m., so we'll hopefully have 3 simultaneous broadcasts on HCAM if everything goes to plan. Katie Balster. Pass up the near side of Kara O'Connor. O'Connor quickly closing in. Nice pass out in front. Picked up and popped in by Bella Silva. And that was a nice job rushing up the field by Kira O'Connor, who will get the credit for the assist. Makes it 9-0. 14:59 left to go in the first half. Here goes Kara Syriac. And also we are happy to announce that we are hoping that a lot of our technical difficulties we had last week have been fixed. And there should not be too many more this season. But thanks to the help of the Hopkinton High School staff and helping with our connection, we are hoping those problems have been fixed. But of course, it's technology, folks, so you never know. But we try our best. There's a shot, and it's wide. Bellingham first to the back line. They will keep possession. Up behind the net, that is Abigail Cormier. Pelletier with it. Abigail Pelletier, sophomore. Pass over to Syriac. Bellingham trying to put a little pressure on. And we will get a reset here. Hillers with it. Pass over by Meg McCarran. Now with it is Balster. Here goes O'Connor. Kira closing in. She is great at setting up shop. And then takes the shot this time, and it'll be handled by the goalkeeper. That is Bryn Irusi in net for Bellingham. It'll go Bellingham's way. With it is Sarah Kidd. It's taken back by the Hillers Arena. Sends it over. There's a shot and a score. Katie Cooper. Great setup by Arena. That makes it a 10-0 Hillers lead with 12:20 left to go in the first. Well, that was the longest span of time the Hillers have gone without scoring a goal in this game, and it was only 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Off the face-off we go. Marching up the far side, O'Connor. It's deflected in the air. Cooper regathers for the Hillers. O'Connor now. Over to Silva. Up to Nina Brooks. Arena. Up behind the net to Turigny. Silva. There's O'Connor. The Hillers certainly could be patient here. With a significant lead, they're going to take their time until they get the exact right situation they want in front of that net. No reason to rush in this situation. O'Connor trying to close in, and it's knocked away. But we'll have a reset here. Hiller's going to have an opportunity. Closing in, O'Connor. And it's deflected away. Up along the far side now. Brooks with it, sends it over to Arena. You gotta look out for Jamie Arena. She's quite tricky. She's certainly been a great asset to this Hiller girls lacrosse program. She picks up another assist here. A nice pass to Turigny, who pops it in to make it 11-0 Hillers. Arena already has about, I think it's 5 points this game. A couple goals, 3 assists. That score comes at 9:39 left to go. And we have a running clock now. The Hillers leading 11-0. And off the face-off we go, picked up by Mosier off the reset. Mosier to Arena. Out in front, O'Connor picks it up. Pass to Bella Silva. Now to Turigny. O'Connor back to Arena. Ball knocked down. Battle for it. And some back and forth there. It's going to stay with Bellingham. Sophia Jandro with the pass. Loose along the far side. Sharmy picks it up. Bellingham trying to charge in. Just under 8 minutes left to go now. Jocelyn Zahn scoots it out to Ames. Ames in the midst of a good battle here. And that is Elizabeth Liu up against Ames, and nice job by Liu, who picks it up. Gets it out to O'Connor. Elizabeth Liu, one of the seniors on the Hiller roster. O'Connor feeds it out. Loose ball. Bellingham has it. Jandro. Well, Bellingham putting up a little bit more of a resistance, and a nice sneak through here by Jandro closing in. Takes a shot, it's wide. Who's going to get to the line first? And it looks like it is going to go to the Hillers. With it is Meg McCarran. Here goes McCarran. Loose ball, and it's going to be scooped up by the keeper. And the keeper taking her time here. Gets it out. Bellingham quickly trying to close in. And there's a shot. That's off the top of the net by 22. Pass over to Pelletier. Loose out in front. And the Hillers able to collect. Picked up by McCarran. McCarran feeds it up. Looking for Silva. Silva with it now. Bella Silva, a sophomore. Up behind the net they go. Out in front, and that is popped in. That was Nina Brooks, making it 12-0 Hillers. It comes at 4:24 left to go in the first. We do have a running clock. The Hillers with the nice 12-point lead. Kira O'Connor on the face-off. Picked up by Brooks. Sends it out to Mosier. On far side, Cooper. Sends it out O'Connor. Closing in, and there's another score. Kira O'Connor with a nice rush through a couple of defenders. Able to put it in. Makes it 13-0. Score comes at 3:17 left. And the clock continuing to count down, and the keeper will take it and send it up. Over to Brooks. Closing in, and there's another score. Bella Silva with it. Actually, they took the score off the board, it looks like. So that goal did not count. Not quite sure why, but it remains 12-0. O'Connor going to try to make up for it. And she will. So now she has a score. So now it's 13-0. She said, "You're going to take away my goal?" "No, you're not. I'm going to get that right back." It's certainly a good momentum boost for the Hillers. You're off a win against Dedham and hoping to get your second straight here. Here comes Bellingham. Descharmy. Knocked out. Picked up by Bartnick. He'll stay with Bellingham. Sends it out. Pelletier. Syriac. Over to Descharme. Charmy sends it out. Loose ball out in front. Bellingham maintains possession. Good pick up there by Bartnick. Now Zahn trying to close in. Runs into traffic. Off to reset, and this is going to be a free shot situation for Jocelyn Zahn. Closing in. Good job by the defenders getting right in front of her. Lauren Canty able to cut her off. Ledgy picks it up, sends it over. Now to Pelletier. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. All Hillers up to this point. Hopkinton leading 13-0. Attempting to close in. And a good sweep away by Canty, able to knock it forward, and that'll do it for the first half. After one half of play, it is Hopkinton 13, Bellingham nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Second half coming up in just a few minutes. And welcome back. We are ready for the second half. Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. And they lead Bellingham 13-0. Rachel Bouvier up against Jocelyn Zahn on the faceoff. And we are underway in the second half. Hillers are going to be working right to left across your screen for this half. And we are in running clock mode as the Hillers have a 10 or more point lead. So that clock, unless Bellingham can close in and get within that 10-point stretch, is going to be running all half long. It's certainly a good rule. When you have a game that's out of hand, let them play it out, but keep that clock moving. Bouvier sends it out. Scanovan. Hayward. Scanovan out in front. Along the far side. Dacey. Scanovan. There's Bouvier. Behind the net, her. Cooper. Dacey over to Silva. Hayward. Out in front. And her diverted there. And, the Hillers are in no rush. You're up by 13. So her probably could have taken the shot there. But defender in front of her, why take the risk? And now you get a nice open opportunity like this. And Michaela Scanovan, the junior captain, pops it in. That makes it 14-0. Score came at about 22:52 left to go in the second half. Clock continuing to move right along. So the Hillers are set to get their second win of the year and improve to 2-7, and certainly good momentum going forward. Here comes Bouvier. Picked up by Dacey. Ooh, little collision. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Joe Frackleton on camera. And as of right now, we'll next be with you on Friday where we'll have a trifecta of Hiller sports. Unfortunately, all the games are at the same time, but you could certainly switch around or go grab 3 TVs and compile them in a room and watch all 3. We'll have baseball, softball, and girls lacrosse. At least that is our plan, to have all 3 games for you this Friday. With it is Irusi, the keeper. She's going to take her time swiping it up the field. Bellingham in the midst of some changes. Flings it over to the far side. And intercepted by Dacey. Scanovan. Folks, don't forget, have a say in your community. Get down to Hopkinton Town Meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. We're certainly hoping for a good turnout. And we fell just short of a quorum about 20 minutes before 11 yesterday, so we're hoping some people get down there. A nice score by Saneed Her, the junior, making it 15-0. Saneed Her, she's going to be one of the leaders of this team next year. She certainly is now, but she'll probably be in the consideration for becoming a captain for next year's squad. But she has really turned into a great player for this Hiller program. Just under 20 minutes left to go. Hiller's making a nice statement here so far today. And you can tell this Hiller team has improved. You don't take on a good team like Ashland or Dover Sherborne and go neck and neck with them if you don't have the talent to put something together yourself. And that's what the Hillers have done over the last couple of weeks. They've just gotten more and more competitive as the season has gone on. So it's going to be fun down the stretch here. Out in front. And it's batted around. Bellingham has it now. As Bouvier trying to close in. Hillers get it back. Scanovan over the far side. Now Hayward. Over to Scanovan, who tries to close in. Knocked away. Able to pick it back up and swipe it to her right. Bouvier out to her. Silva flings it over to Hayward. Out in front, Scanovan. To Dacey. And now right in front of the net, backhander. What a score there by Emily Hayward. That was smooth. Pops it in with the backhander to make it 16-0. At 18-18 left to go in the second half. It'll be Bouvier up against Samantha McNamara on the face-off. Hillers making a number of substitutions. Bellingham with it. Brianna Taylor trying to close in and lost it. Picks it back up. Brianna Taylor, freshman for Bellingham. Trying to close in. There's a shot and a Bellingham score. Caden Shea, the freshman, So it's an 18-1 game. Nice job by Bellingham getting in the scorebooks. You got a freshman on the score and a freshman on the assist to make it 16-1. That's 16:37 left to go. Well, eventually you got to break through, and Bellingham able to find a little gap in front of the net and get their first score of the game. Kayla Scanovan up against Jocelyn Zahn. Hiller's going to try to close in quickly here. Scanovan, and she'll take it behind the net. If it was a close game situation, she probably would have tried to pop the shot right off there. Had a good breakaway, taking it up the field. Cooper. But when you have a big lead like the Hillers do, you're going to pass it around a little bit, burn some of that clock. Certainly no reason to rush any shots at this point. Scanovan with it. Feeds it out. Sent over by Mosier. Bellingham gets it back. Back to the keeper, Irusi. Samantha McNamara. Taking it up the near side and misfire on the pass there. It's still a battle for it, however. Scooped out by Syriac. Passes over to her left. Pelletier. And it'll stay with Bellingham. They're going to have a free shot opportunity here. McNamara, she'll pass. Trying to rush in. Good job by the Hillers closing her off from getting in front of the net. Aims out to Syriac. Picked up by Sarah Kidd. Now closing in McNamara. Good defense by the Hillers in front of the net. McNamara with it. Out to Kidd. Over to Jandro. McNamara. There's Ames. Loose ball. Picked up by Bellingham, collected by Kidd. Hopkinton Westwood track and field meet getting underway. So if you're in the mood to come down and watch some track and field, come down to David M. Hughes Stadium. Fortunately, we will not have the broadcast for you due to our town meeting coverage. But the Hillers track and field team having a great season. Picked up by Bellingham. Jandro trying to feed it up. Loose ball. Collected by Balster. Katie Balster. It has it knocked away. Zahn takes it. 12 minutes and counting left to go in this game. Zahn gonna pop off a shot there and I think we're going to get a cross-check call. Free shot opportunity here for Bellingham. Zahn's going to rush in and try to swipe it in. Closes in, shot, and it's turned away. Loose ball. And collected by the keeper. A nice save by Marissa Smith. Smith sends it out to Balster. Along the far side, Dacey. Over to Scanovan. Scanovan trying to get around the defender. Hillers changing it up on defense. Lauren Canty and Sofia Delacopia into the game. Pass over by Brooks. Picked up along the far side by Tarigny. Now Dacey sends it out behind the net. Cooper with the pass over to Scanovan. Working it around. That's what the Hillers are going to do. They're just going to keep passing, try to just wait for that opening. Closing in. There's a shot and a score. Laura Mosier, the freshman. And Mosier makes it a 17-1 game. At 9:47 left to go in the second half. Clock continuing to count down. Kayla Scanovan in on the face-off for the Hillers. Along the far side. Mosier out to Brooks. Arena pass over to Hayward. This is a nice confidence-boosting win for the Hillers. Dominant performance, 2 in a row. You had a dominant performance in Dedham, and now you got one against Bellingham, and starting to rack up a couple wins. That's certainly going to give you confidence moving forward. DeCharmy with it. Going to try to close in, shot, and it's deflected away. Another great save by Smith. Marissa Smith, the junior goalkeeper, has been very good this year for the Hillers. Loose ball. Trying to pick it up, Balster. Pass up the field with 8 minutes over to Scanovan. Arena, and a little wide on that pass there. That a play goes. Bellingham ball. Picked up behind the net by Cooper. Scanovan out to Tarigny. Arena. Looking for Mosier. Arena with it. To Dacey. Scanovan behind the net, feeds it out. Just under 7 minutes left to go now in this game. Out in front, there's a shot and deflected away. Scanovan collects for the Hillers. Mosier with it. It'll go Bellingham's way. Desharmy. And I just overheard Will Bilobreski got a win in the hurdles event over at the track and field meet. So a good start against Westwood for the Hillers. And boy, has Will Bilobreski been a essential piece of that very successful Hillers track and field team. Battle for it. Picked up by Canty. Fires it up. Arena. Scanovan. Over to Cooper. Feeds it to Turigny. Arena with it. Just under 5 minutes left to go now. For the Hillers' second win of the season is in the books. Out in front, there's a shot, and it's scooped up by the keeper. Turigny on the shot attempt. She's going to take it way out here. Off the reset. Swiped into Hiller territory. Hillers collect, picked up by Delacopa. Back to Marissa. Smith sends it flying, and getting the stick in there was Ella Ledge for Bellingham. Zahn trying to close in. Two defenders able to get in front of her. That was good defensive work by the Hillers. As Balster and Canty closed in. Desharmy sends it out. And knocked down, taken by the Hillers. Here comes Mosier. Over to Scanovan. Pass up by Mosier. Hillers working it around. Nina Brooks. The Hillers scored 13 of their 17 goals in the first half. Certainly they took their foot off the gas pedal in the second half for very understandable reasons. You had the big lead, so when you have a big lead like that, your mission to burn the clock out. And if you get a shot opportunity like this one, then you take it. As Emma Dacey makes it 18-1. Wide open look in front of the net. Can't resist that one. Comes at 2:32 left to go. Handful of substitutions by both teams. Michaela Scanovan up against Samantha McNamara on the face-off. Bellingham has it off the reset. Knocked down. Picked up by Mosier. Closing in on a minute and a half left to go. Dacey sends it up. Arena. Pass out in front. And able to pick it up, Cooper. Brooks with it along the far side. And we have reached the 1 minute warning left in this game. Hillers just moments away from improving to 2-7 on the season. And it's going to be interesting watching this team going forward. They've been competitive with some very good TVL competition. They just keep getting better and better as the season goes on, and I think they're going to have some more good games to come. Battle for it along the near side. Handful of players from both sides in there. Bellingham ends up with it. Picked up by Jandro. And we'll see if Bellingham can get one last quick shot off before time expires. 12 seconds left. They're going to rush in quickly here. There's a shot, deflected away. Bellingham still has it, 5 seconds left. Comes around and it's diverted, and that'll do it. The Hopkinton Hillers take it 18-1 over the Bellingham Blackhawks. A very nice win by the Hillers, who improved to 2-7 on the season. Bellingham falls to 1-10. Just a great win by this Hillers team, their second straight win in a row, and they certainly need to feel good going forward. But for Joe Frackleton on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. We thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.